Hello YouTube, Ultramaximus back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at a Takara Tomy figure, and it's from the Transformers Age of Extinction Movie Advance series, and it's Darkside Soundwave. Yes, finally I have gotten a Soundwave figure from the Bayformers. Now, I'm not a huge Bayformers fan. I do enjoy the films. I like to go watch them. Sometimes they piss me off. I do like to pick them apart. And the figures are sketchy for me. There are some really great figures in the movie toy lines, and there's some really crap figures. And unfortunately, the majority is the latter. This, however, is one of the cooler figures. And I'm a huge Soundwave fan. Soundwave, of course, is Megatron's kind of badass, cold-hearted communications officer, one of his lieutenants. And unfortunately, we have only gotten one real deluxe Soundwave figure from the Bayverse toy line, and that was from the Revenge of the Fallen when he was the satellite. And while I did appreciate that in the film, him being a satellite, being the communications officer, made total sense, the toy was very lackluster. I mean, it just doesn't make for a great toy, and I didn't care for it. Now, they did have a G1 paint scheme version of that was in a series of 3 figures. However, the other 2 figures inflated the cost of the toy so much to the point where it just really wasn't worth it for me to buy it. Then came Dark of the Moon, and Soundwave came to Earth and became a really cool Mercedes-Benz. Now, there were supposed to be 2 figures, and there were 2 figures produced. There was a deluxe figure, which this is the repaint of, and then there was the Human Alliance figure, which is basically a Voyager-style figure. They were canceled in the United States because it was at the end of the toy run, and they made too many damn Bumblebee toys that nobody bought, so they weren't making money, so they pulled the line, killed it, and went for Transformers Prime. Well, there were a few of those figures released into the US, but not very many. Mostly we got a Legends class Soundwave. They did release them, Takara Tomy released them in Japan and Asia, so people were able to get them, but they were kind of higher priced. And unfortunately, the figure was okay. The silver was just kind of lackluster, no pun intended. I don't know, there was something about it. It didn't push enough for the price for me to want to get it, much like the G1 version of this satellite from Revenge of the Fallen. So now we have a Soundwave I think is worth it. Yes, so I got this from my buddy Hanny. Check out his eBay store. He gets a lot of really great import toys. There's the address at the beginning of the video on the advertisement. Definitely check him out. Very cool stuff. So let's look at the package, as we always do, and then get the robot out and see what we think. So here we go. It's pretty much the same kind of package. We've got Transformers in translucent here, the Transformers 4 logo, we've got our robot, we have him in vehicle mode, he is Darkside Soundwave, or, well, it's Soundblaster. And then we have some really cool Japanese down here. I do like the Takara boxes. They're different than the US in the fact that it kind of goes over this side instead of this side, and we have a hole instead of a little hook. I don't know if that's that much of a difference, but okay, sure. Now, looking at the package, just kind of a close-up, he looks pretty cool in there. Definitely digging the black, and he is more of a Soundblaster than Soundwave because he's black and he has red windows. Well, they're red here, but when you actually look at it, it's kind of a orangish color, so we'll take a look at that. Another thing, just kind of a quick close-up here, there's some really nice artwork of Soundwave there on the package. It's kind of a painting looking, which is really cool. I'm not sure where that is from. It's probably just for this package, but definitely cool, kind of comic booky. On this side of the box, we've got Transformers, and then there's some really cool Japanese right there. There's nothing on that side. Underneath, lots of Japanese and the Takara Tomy logo, and then, of course, Sad Baby. No, it's not Sad Baby, it's Sad Pac-Man. Where's he at? Here he is. Back of the package. Here's a wide shot. Back of the package, again, Soundwave, or Soundblaster, as I'll probably call him, in robot mode, looking all cool. We've got his vehicle mode. There's his bio. You can also get Ratchet, which is a G1 color paint scheme of the Ratchet toys we have been seeing. You can also get Autobot Dino. which I do have and will be reviewing. So that is pretty cool. He turns into a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. So just kind of a close-up. The back of the package, the other figures available. If we want to see his bio, there it is. You can pause and read that if you so desire. Yes, very cool stuff. Definitely a package I am going to keep. I will take it out of the bubble as best as I can, and then hang the package on the wall, which I do with packages I really like. So let's get him out of box and see what we think. Okay, so here we have Soundwave out of package, and I really do like this figure. Now, it is smaller than the Human Alliance version, which is okay. I mean, we're used to, unfortunately, getting small deluxe figures, but what really sets this apart in as far as sculpt goes, his legs. If you look at the Human Alliance version, the legs are very, very skinny and just really unfortunate. The upper body is really, really cool, but the legs are just way too skinny in that version, whereas we have nice, really big, beefy legs here, which I do like. There are a few drawbacks to this figure. Most notably, this piece right here. Pretty much his car mode hangs off of the back, which is okay. That's pretty typical. But this bottom piece right here, if this would have folded up so that it wasn't hanging under his crotch, would have been much, much better. I don't know why they did not do that. The other issue that I have, lack of, well, accessories. He has none, which is really, really unfortunate. He doesn't have a gun. He's got really nice, big, grippy hands that you could put a gun into, but he doesn't come with one, which is really, really strange. Although I really would prefer him to come with a rat bat rather than a gun. But yeah, that's really unfortunate that he doesn't come with anything. Now, the Human Alliance version of Soundwave comes with a Laserbeak and then the little snivelly dude. And Laserbeak turns in from the bird mode into basically a, well, Star Wars speeder bike, essentially. But yeah, so this guy is actually pretty cool. I do like the detail. Just kind of a close-up there of the detail on his face. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I do enjoy it. I like the silver and black. It really breaks the figure up. The all-silver version is just, it's too much silver. I really do like the speakers hanging out on his arms. That was not the case, I believe, in the movie. If I recall, he just had regular arms, but that's okay. This just looks really cool. We got this nice Mercedes logo. He has, for some reason, a golden crotch. I don't know what that's about. The head sculpt is really cool. I like it. I like the silver. Really nice. He does have light piping. Let's see here if I can show this off. Dun, 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 dun. Light piping. It's really well done. I like it. I think it looks really, really good. All in all, I can't really say too much bad about the figure. I love the tires up here on his shoulders, like on the top of the shoulders. I think that looks really, really cool. The red and the orange just all comes together really, really well. It's just all around a really cool looking robot mode. Very impressed, very satisfied. Now, this is not a cheap figure. It's $33 plus shipping. So you're looking at about $38 for this guy. But if it's a well done figure, a figure that we don't see here, it's basically like getting two regular crappy deluxe Dark of the Moon or Age of Extinction bumblebees. So sure, yeah, I'll pay the extra money for something cool like this. Definitely fun, definitely cool. Really digging him. Really just can't say anything bad about this mode. Definitely going on the shelf in this mode for sure. So let's get him into his robot mode and see what we think about, or not robot mode, but his vehicle mode, and see what we think about that, shall we? Alright, so before we look at the vehicle, he does come with some little Japanese advertisement. I don't know what this is for, but obviously it makes for good presents. See, right there, buy some Transformers for presents. So that's kind of cool. Here are his instructions all in Japanese for our Darkside Soundwave. And the big thing, I'm going to tell you what, if you get this guy, pay attention to the instructions. I try to do this without the instructions, and it's these hands, how to get the hands to go into the vehicle. That was very, very frustrating. Probably the most frustrating thing about this thing. But yeah, so there it is. Looks pretty cool. It's, well, it rolls nice. Looks nice. I like the black. It is a good, solid vehicle. Just kind of, let's try zooming in a little. If I can adjust the camera. Let's see. Adjust. Okay, so there we have the vehicle mode, and it looks really, really nice. I like the paint apps on it. Looks really cool, really fun. It's got this kind of silvery green shimmer to the paint, which is nice. And it's got this kind of nice techno blocky honeycomb breakage, which is really cool, and a very nice Decepticon logo. And what's nice about the Decepticon logo, they just basically didn't paint it there. It's that nice charcoal black on the vehicle, which is really, really cool. So he's got this really nice grill. He actually has two grills. He's got a fake grill for robot and the actual grill. He's got these silver painted headlights, which is cool. These nice silver painted wheels. We've got a nice little gas cap. There's some cool looking vents on here. He's got these mirrors, the door handles, the vents in the doors. Everything on it looks really nice. We've got painted tail lights, which you guys know I love. He also has a little tiny Mercedes-Benz logo, which is kind of hard to see there. He does have a license plate area, but there's nothing painted there. The cool thing on the Human Alliance figure, it said Superior on the plate, and that would be a really nice additive. Be nice maybe to get a repro sticker for it. Would be kind of cool. But all in all, I do like the vehicle mode, even though transformation is kind of annoying up in the shoulders. But once you look at the instructions and figure it out and how it flips down in, it's actually not too terribly bad. The windows, I do like the translucent windows. They're kind of a reddish orange, not quite red, not quite orange, but it works for the figure. I do like it. Overall, I think this is a really nice figure. We have, of course, Soundwave underneath. Hello! But yeah, it's getting this piece right here, and this popped off something fierce during the transformation. It goes on relatively easy, but it was just kind of annoying. It's figuring out this mechanism on these shoulders to get it to transform, to do it properly, and I mean, I had to give up and look at the instructions. So it was a challenge. It was not super easy, but once you did figure it out, it was okay. It wasn't too terribly bad at all. I did like how the legs are actually, the doors are the feet. They wrap around the bottom, which was really cool. So they just kind of unwrapped, and there they were. I did appreciate that. Overall, I do like the figure. I wish this would get a US release. I would love to see this in the G1 blue for the vehicle, and maybe gold windows, like the translucent yellow windows. Would be really, really cool to get a Soundwave. But you know what? I'm okay with Soundblaster. It works for me. So there he is, Dark Soundwave, or as we like to call him, Soundblaster. Definitely check him out. Check out my buddy Hanny's eBay store if you're looking for him. He is twice as much as a deluxe figure, but you're not going to get him here. So thanks for watching, and look for more videos in the future.